The battlefield has changed forever with update 1.8 as Predecessor enters a new era. Welcome to World Shift. World Shift Cataclysm transforms the battlefield mid-match, unleashing pure chaos and raw destruction while opening up entirely new strategic opportunities. Before the destruction begins, a new enemy stirs. Seedlings are new creatures that spawn in the river, growing stronger as the battle goes on. Destroying a seedling grants gold and experience to those who hunt them before they transform into the Shaper, a powerful new foe that when defeated, triggers the world shift, sending powerful seedlings down each lane while the battlefield collapses into chaos as a cataclysm tears the sky apart, unleashing a storm of meteors while reshaping the whole landscape around you. Paths crack open where none existed before. Meteor strikes scatter jagged rocks to block familiar sightlines. Gold plants sprout up, rewarding those bold enough to claim their bounty, and geysers erupt to launch heroes into new heights of battle. Cataclysm is only the first of several world shifts to come, each designed to rewrite the battlefield and spark new strategies in the heart of battle. World Shift marks the dawn of a new era. Experience it today in Predecessor on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC.
Patch 1.8, we are in the midst of it at the moment. Very exciting stuff. And we are just about to come into patch 1.8.3. What's up, everybody? My name is Choice Plays. I will be hosting you today, and I am joined by none other than Lermy Wormy. Fantastic senior game designer here at Meta Studios. How are you doing, Lermy? Yeah, absolutely. I think I may or may not have accidentally made you mute, but it's totally fine. Oh no, I nerfed Lermy. Just check and make sure that you are unmuted in Phoenix. Okay, we're gonna get this up here, chat. Don't worry. See, this is the nice thing. You got it? Still not seeing it at the moment. I don't know what happened. Hey, that's the fun part about the patch 1.8.3 patch note stream. We're just chilling. We're just chilling, guys. We're just chilling together. How are you doing, chat? Tell me how you have been liking everything of patch 1.8 so far. You guys like the seedlings? You guys like the world shift? I think the world shift has been fantastic. It's super fun. We're gonna figure this out here, Lermy. Cannot hear you still. Yeah. She's going to refresh. She's going to refresh really quick. No worries. I'm still not getting you. What is happening? It's using the wrong microphone. Still nothing now. Cataclysm muted Lermy. Oh no, not the Cataclysm. Not the Cataclysm muting Lermy. Has permission, yeah, to use your microphone. Okay. Yeah. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. Bearded, I am not going to restart the whole stream. I believe. One more refresh, chat. One more.
Hello?
Oh my goodness, there it is.
Oh my god, did we do it?
Let's go.
Did we do it, chat?
Let's
Do you hear me now?
Let's go. We're so in there. We're so
back, chat. We're so back. Anyway, hi everyone. Happy Friday. Happy patch 1.8.3 notes release day. That actual release date coming up for you guys next Tuesday, the 23rd. And as I was saying to myself earlier, actually Choice can hear me and can confirm that I was talking about how cool this patch is and how much we've got to talk about today. There's a lot to go through. So let's make up for lost time here and let's get rolling.
Let's get rolling. Some exciting things coming in 1.8.3. It's going to be really, really cool. I can't wait to show you. One of the things, actually, you know what? Let's just kind of talk about what we're going to be talking about over the course of this stream. We're going to be talking about some new stuff being added in the patch coming up. We're going to be talking about some really cool things like PCC, the Creator Cup. That's going to be really cool. I can't wait to show you guys what we've got going for that. That's going to be really cool. And then, yeah, we've got good things to go over. Some challenges. Maybe some streamer challenges possibly. So it's going to be, we've got a lot of really cool stuff coming up here over the course of the next like a month or so while we're cooking for the next patch as well. I can't show you anything yet for 1.9. Okay. Can't show you anything yet, but we have teas like ARAM and stuff like that. It's looking pretty spicy for ARAM. So I can't wait for you guys to get your hands on that as well. But aside from that, we've got new skins coming in this patch, and I just want to show them off just a little bit. This is the Victorious pack, the Victorious bundle, the Split 2 bundle. And if you guys remember, the first one, all of the proceeds went into the PCC, into the esports realm. So very exciting. These bundles are so cool. If you want, or if you like competitive Predecessor, if you care about like esports and like that scene of Predecessor, this bundle will directly affect that. So very exciting stuff. If you see it here, it actually says time exclusive proceeds from the sale of this cosmetic go directly to supporting Predecessor competitive events. Very exciting stuff. And we've got some cool ones to go over here, Lermy.
Yes. Well, we're starting off with the Victorious Apocalyptic Chimera. As a Chimera enjoyer myself, this is one of his best skins, and I gotta say, he looks really great in the black and gold.
He looks so good in the black and gold. And then coming up next, we have Murdoch. Ooh.
This one's slick. I think, like, you really can't get a better color combo than the black and gold, I feel like, for some of these skins, because it's just so classy, right? You feel like you're really taking a step up with these skins and making them look even nicer than the base variety.
And you get to support esports on the side.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win here. And then
this one might be the best one out of the bunch. I don't know. It's close for me between this one and the next one, but I feel like this just looks so sick.
The crown, the halo, the bladed wings here. Ooh, you're gonna be throwing those shields out in style with Muriel, the Victorious Archangel Muriel, and then just like Lermy was talking about.
This little Scorch. Oh my goodness. I just love how much the material treatment really sells this skin, because he's this little mechanical guy on top of a little mechanical monster. But I love every aspect of the skin and how it turned out. It really just brings it to that next level with this skin treatment.
Oh, and it's so shiny too. It looks so good. The tail looks really nice.
Yeah,
all the
look
details.
At that reflection.
Yeah.
God dang.
Clorox, yes, 100% of the proceeds go to esports. So very exciting stuff. You love to see it. And then, the big boy himself, Severog.
I really love this one with the green as well. You get some of that effects in there. It really kind of shapes this skin to feel quite unique to Severog as well, which honestly brings the next level. I keep saying next level, but genuinely, if you want to be leveling up your game and the game of all of those playing competitive esports, PCC, and beyond, that's the way to do it.
Absolutely. And then if you bought the previous bundle, this one will be discounted a little bit because you're going to get the icon, the banner, the spray, etc., etc. So these 5 fantastic skins, once again, proceeds go towards esports and everything, the competitive scene, the competitive events as well. It's going to be really cool. So it's nice to see, you know, a lot of the stuff that goes towards the community, towards you guys, towards the players, and just making everything really cool and really fun. Let's go through them again, because this one I'm going to be rocking this one nonstop, because this one's good.
It's so peak. It's so peak. This one, this might get me to play support. It might.
All right, chat. Which one is your favorite so far? You need Seraph skins. What do you mean? She's got some of the best skins in the game right now. Can we see Seb with max stacks? Here, let me just play a whole game on stream for you guys. I'm just kidding. It's going to look really good, though.
Oh, yeah. Muriel best. Murdoch. Muriel's so nice. Murdoch. Ooh. Ooh, lots of contention here, I see. But, hey, here's the thing, folks. You buy the bundle, you get all of them. You don't have to choose.
Exactly. You love to see it. You love to see it. All right, let's go back to us. Let's get the show on the road here, Lermy. Let's talk some patch. There's been a lot of changes, a lot of moving stuff around, and you know, listening to the community and stuff like that. So we've made some changes moving forward in this next patch. It's going to be fantastic. I can't wait. Let's talk a little bit about it, Lermy.
Yeah. So in 1.8, we made a bunch of quality of life changes that we were intending to kind of help to make the game flow better. Just give you a little bit more uptime in doing things, feeling more in the action, feeling more empowered to be willing to take riskier engagements and things of that nature. And of course, we read a lot of your feedback, if not all of it. We've seen a lot of what you guys had to say, and obviously we did not hit the mark as well as we had hoped on that. So we are making a couple of changes in regards to some of those features that we brought back from last time. As you guys know, we made a Reddit post a little bit earlier this week about the recall timers. So not going to beat the dead horse there. That's something that we're just going to fully revert to, go back to the previous 8-second timer. But the other thing that we're going to be bringing up here is the in-base regen. So for those of you that are already seeing the patch notes, by the way, you can follow along with the patch notes right now because they are already live for you guys to take a look at. So obviously there's a lot of text in there as well. We're not going to be going over every single change today. So if you want to read all of the dev text, all of the dev notes, dig into there. It's going to be a lot of good information, but we're going to just kind of go off the top here, take questions in chat as they come up, and so on and so forth. So let's talk about this in-base regen. So how the new in-base regen works compared to the old one is that you would have to previously sit in base the entire time to get any regen. Now, there is, in 1.8, a regen buff that lasts for 2 seconds after you leave the base. It also got sped up a little bit, so the ticks come in a bit faster, just feels a little bit smoother. That is exactly staying the same, but what's not staying the same is that duration after you leave the base. So not as much kind of extra regen as you were getting before. The regen rate's exactly the same, you're just keeping it for less time after you leave the base. So it's going from 2 seconds to 1.5.
Beautiful. Love to see it. Love to see it. Making those tweaks. Yeah, okay. I see some chatters in there. Okay, we're in there. Okay, so we got some base regen. What's next on the docket here?
So we've actually got a lot of discussion over in the jungle as well. We're definitely keeping an eye on the overall pace of the game when we recognize that things have gotten a little chaotic. In some part, there is a level of we want to test certain things and see how they feel. Again, obviously, we've gone a little bit too far in the angle of there's a lot of fighting right now. Want a little bit more methodical, want to make sure that things still feel like they're worth doing, that they're exciting to play for, but not so frequently that you feel like you don't have time to take those extra micro steps that really allow you to show off your skill expression and how well you can dominate in the lanes or in the jungle. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is Hunt. This is getting a change to decrease the cooldown of Slay, which is obviously when you activate it, you activate Slay, you can use that damage to execute minions, objectives, things like that. There's just more in the jungle to do at this point in time. And so you want to make that decision a little bit less tense when it comes to, keeping up with that. And of course, it's not going to be so intense of a change. We're only taking it down by 10 seconds. So it was 90 seconds. Now it's 80 seconds. So because there are more things to worry about here, we're going to be bringing that down. Also just allows junglers to have better access to it when needed. And so you feel like you're not stuck out of engagements, considering there's just a lot of stuff to fight over.
A lot of stuff, bringing it back to that. We're just making tweaks. We're making tweaks to the battlefield. We're making tweaks to allow you guys to make decisions, to make more weighty decisions, more fun decisions, especially in those battles, especially in those fights over neutral objectives, etc. So that's gonna be really cool. So definitely make sure that you're reading the patch notes, because these are definitely going to affect some of your gameplay a little bit. It's going to make you change some of your macro and micro decisions. So make sure you're reading those patch notes along with us.
Yeah, speaking of those macro decisions though, let's talk about the seedling. The way that the seedlings currently spawn is not changing too drastically. You will have that hunt up a little bit more often for our junglers, but we're also going to be bringing down the value of the scaling gold coming from them when you kill them as well. Also, just a small quality of life thing, your CS is also going to be getting a change to better represent the gold reward. So CS going to be a little bit more accurate there, especially for folks that are getting the seedling, and that number will hopefully give you a better representation of how far ahead, or unfortunately for some folks, behind you might be in a situation, but at least it'll be a little bit more accurate now. Important also to note is that the XP value is going down as well, and the damage is going to be going down as well across the board. So that's mostly going to be helpful for when the seedling is fighting back. If you're having a lot of those exchanges around the seedling, it's not going to be the one killing you. The enemies that are fighting you over the seedling are probably going to be the more dangerous target at that point. So hopefully those fights are a little bit less chaotic in that way, where you don't have to worry so much about juggling that aggro. And it's also just overall going to be worth a little bit less to help with the snowball, to help with the situations where maybe one team gets both seedlings. It's not going to feel so bad for the team that didn't get those early seedlings.
Yeah, now you can't make fun of your jungler for having low CS because they've been taking Shaper or for seedling. Okay, so just throwing that out there.
They're farming. Don't worry. You just gotta trust them.
Yeah, we got you, junglers. We got you for sure.
Now, let's talk about the Shaper up next. So, Shaper is what happens after 15 minutes, it'll start spawning. And so what essentially we're doing is decreasing the reward. Of course, the reward CS has to go down with that for the gold specifically. But we're also increasing the respawn timer of the Shaper by a pretty significant margin, over a minute that it's getting increased by. And this is mostly to help slow down this kind of mid to late game, especially when you're trying to juggle between all of the Orb Prime and the Fangtooth and the Shaper. And then, of course, putting the pressure on the lane as well, because if you guys recall, when you kill a Shaper, you get a seedling in every single lane. So that's just going to be happening less frequently now. So your towers are going to be a little bit less under pressure. So you'll be able to have more of that downtime to be able to actually go and contest other objectives on the map.
Once again, making those little bit of tweaks here and there to make that late game not feel so oppressive. I think that was definitely some of the feedback that we had read on all the social media platforms, including our Discord and everything. So if you're not in those, make sure that you're in our Discord. But yes, we were listening to a lot of the feedback about how fast it seems the snowball happens towards the end there. So we want to slow that snowball down. And make sure, teams are still able to take it. Teams who are in the lead, because I mean, like, if you're in the lead in a MOBA, you should be rewarded a little bit, but not feel so oppressive towards the losing team.
Yeah.
because we want that nice back and forth action and slow down the late game a little bit.
Yeah, of course, this is also just a brand new mechanic to Predecessor,
Yeah.
so we need to make sure that we tweak as we go. Of course, it's been about 3 weeks or so, right, since the patch dropped, so even just this amount of change in this amount of time, hopefully we will continue to make improvements in the right direction as we continue to see how these changes end up changing that bigger macro play towards the mid to later stage of the game. But that's all we got for map stuff for today.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about heroes. We had one of our biggest patches ever, including World Shift, but also one of our biggest heroes ever.
Literally.
Literally. He is a
big boy.
He is a big boy. Mr. Acheron here. So let's talk a little bit about some of the changes to Acheron.
Yeah, so Acheron actually turned out to be quite a balanced release overall. People kind of perceived him as being a little bit strong, but sometimes, depending on the build, it would be a little bit weak. It was kind of all over the place, but I think the thing that we really enjoyed seeing the most from everyone in the community was all of the theory crafting. Acheron has a relatively high skill ceiling, especially because he's so flexible in the way that he can be built that it makes it very... not necessarily difficult, but it makes it interesting to know exactly which build is the best build for the best position, especially because he can play in all kinds of different roles and positions. We've seen him in, of course, off lane, in a little bit in jungle, mid, we've been seeing with the augments, and even in support, we've seen a little bit of him too. So he's quite flexible in that way, which makes him interesting to balance, I'll say. So let's just get into the couple of things that we're changing here. First thing you'll see on the list is attack speed, and this is actually very important because this is a bit more of a feels change than necessarily a really big balance change, and this mostly has to do with the fact that he's doing these really big swing attacks, and we want them to feel a little bit more impactful, so that's why you're seeing a little bit of that attack speed change to the base and the growth and the basic attack time as well. Also, from there, in the general stats, we're talking about health regen going down, mana going down, magical armor growth going down, and movement speed going up. So what that actually means is, let's ignore the movement speed for now. He's just going to be a heck of a lot less tankier over time as well, because he's getting less of that regen, and also he's going to have to be a little bit more considerate about his mana, and especially when he's up against magical foes. Let's talk about the movement speed, though. So one thing that you might not realize is when you're playing Acheron, your camera is actually a lot higher up than most other characters, and you would think that actually wouldn't change much about how the game feels, but there were a lot of discussions about Acheron actually feeling kind of slow. He doesn't necessarily look slow from the other perspective, but we want to make sure that the person playing Acheron is feeling like this powerful demonic overlord. And so even though you're kind of getting that airplane effect, because when you're really high up in an airplane, it looks like you're going slowly, but actually you're going extremely fast. It's kind of like that, but to a much lesser degree. So again, just a small movement speed change, and that's mostly to counteract that airplane effect. It probably has a scientific term. I don't know what it is. I design games, not planes.
Yeah, I don't know either. I understand. I see it from my perspective, but I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm just a guy.
Yeah. Just a guy. We're all just little guys at the end of the day.
Just little guys.
Speaking of not a little guy, we still got more to talk about with Acheron. His basic attacks are getting a small change to get their physical power scaling decreased, and this is mostly to compensate for those attack speed changes. Let's talk about Hellfire, his primary ability, though, because this thing hits like a truck.
Yeah.
It certainly does do quite a lot of damage, so we're taking down the base damage by quite a lot, and it's mostly in the level scaling. A little bit of that power scaling as well going up, so that if you want to build him more power, you're going to feel it a little bit better. But for the tank Acherons, it's not as good of an ability. The CC is also going down a bit between the duration and the actual strength of it, and the mana cost is going down in the early game, up towards the late game, which is going to feel hopefully better in the early game to help with that lower base damage, but towards the late game, going to be a little bit harder to use.
Love it.
Weblash. So this is a very interesting one. So Weblash can be used in so many different ways, between just shooting it on the ground to make a web, or shooting it on a wall to go someplace, or shooting it at an enemy to do damage. You have so many options with this ability. So what we're actually choosing to hone in on with this is the web shot damage. So that's the projectile that you shoot at someone, is actually getting quite a bit of a damage buff, mostly to the early game. And this is to help kind of that 1v1 trade, especially because he's losing a little bit of early game from Hellfire, giving it back a little bit there, and then also giving some extra scaling if you actually manage to want to go in with the leap. That's going to be feeling a little bit better in terms of that scaling going down. You'll still be able to, of course, get that back if you're actually landing that skill shot, but not as much going to be coming from the full wombo combo of jumping in with the knockup. Knockup is obviously an incredibly strong CC already. Damage on top of that feels really, really strong.
So hit your abilities.
Yes. Yes, hit your skill shots, chat. Gotta be good at that. But one more thing to talk about with Acheron, and that's going to be his ultimate ability, Crushing Maw. So the damage is actually going up on this ability. It's going to make it a little bit more favorable to trade in lane if you're actually choosing to max this one. But in terms of the scaling is getting traded off a little bit there. So you're scaling if you want to go a magical build, or just really an ability-based build that's doing a lot of power. You're going to want to be putting points into Hellfire a lot more clearly now, whereas Crushing Maw is definitely your more tanky option. If you want more base damage, go into Crushing Maw. It's going to be the one that's going to give you a better value for your cooldown, especially because the mana cost is getting decreased, and you also have a brand new effect on this, that killing an enemy minion or monster is going to grant 8 hunger stacks as well. And for those who are read up on Acheron, hunger is very important, because once you get a Wicked, which is what happened when you reach 100 hunger stacks, the game changes completely for that character. It gets a lot easier to do all of the things that you want to do, pop off, and so making sure you can focus on getting those hunger stacks up is really important, and Crushing Maw is now another way that you can do it.
Beautiful. So we're changing some stuff around. Going to be changing a little bit on how you play Acheron, just a little bit, just tiny. You got to hit your abilities.
That was a long list, but I think overall, when you boil it down, attack speed to feel better, movement speed to feel better, a little bit less early game damage, and a little bit more scaling on the Q. Early game buff for Weblash, a little bit of the leap nerf, and then Crushing Maw, a little bit more early game damage, a little bit less late game damage, and also a way to activate your passive. Yeah, that's simple enough.
Yeah. So all you Acheron mains out there, go chomp somebody, okay? Get in there and chomp on people. I know we have a couple others that we wanted to go over, but I do actually kind of want to skip. Sorry.
Okay, yeah. Of course, if you guys are interested in all of these, make sure you check out the patch notes.
Patch notes, very important. I do want to skip down to Rena, because I know.
Yes, let's talk about Rena.
Rena is a topic. Let's talk about her a little bit.
She is indeed a topic. So, we've been seeing your posts. Rena's getting nerfed again. We're going to be decreasing her physical armor growth by a pretty significant amount. It's going to add up a lot towards the later stage of the game. A lot more susceptible to physical mid laners or physical junglers. So that's an option for you guys to pick against her. Also decreasing the execute threshold on Mortal Coil, so it feels a little bit less scary rolling up to that disgusting monster orb in the middle of her queue. Stupor also getting a mana cost increase, and the current health damage soul threshold is now increased, so you need even more souls to be able to get more of that current health going. Abyssal Rift, which is the ultimate, is also getting a very, very solid base damage hit as well. And it's kind of double dipping in here because the low health target damage amplification is also going down. So the lower you are, you're not taking as much damage as you were before. And remember, folks, there's a lot of ticks in this ability. So what that means is that even though you're saying, Lurby, it's only 6 damage at max rank that's going down. Well, it's 6 times all of those ticks. So every time that you would have been doing 6, you're doing 12 less. You're doing 18 less, and so on and so forth to every target in your area.
So over the course of the entire ultimate, you're doing a little bit less damage, and it's not going to feel as oppressive. So yeah, bringing her more in line with the damage profiles of a lot of the other mid laners and stuff like that, and not feeling so strong. She's a strong girl.
She's very strong, very very strong. So we're keeping an eye on her. Of course, we'll keep making adjustments if this ends up not being enough. But we're always looking for feedback. Definitely give it a try. Try some new strategies up against it, and hopefully they feel great for you guys.
Is Wraith about to be Insano into her? Maybe.
Well, Wraith is getting a nerf in this patch, I'm afraid. So, we'll see. We'll see.
I'm just kidding. I will never be able to play Wraith because I can't aim for anything, and you have to aim with that character. So
yeah, it's kind of his thing,
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about Revenant, because we are seeing a decent amount of changes here. So let's go.
Yeah. Let's talk about Revenant. So a lot of this has to do with Spectral Bounty, which is his augment. He's getting a bug fix to this one, and for those unaware, this is the one revolving around the ultimate. So when you take someone into the ultimate and you kill them, you get their stats, and that feels real, very nice. So we've got a big bug fix to that one. And so previously it was only getting a percentage of their power, so it's not as good in the early game, pretty solid in the late game, but now you permanently get a base amount of power stolen from them. So that feels pretty nice as well, to be able to actually feel like it's very impactful in the early game. But of course, the percentage is also going down quite a lot in terms of the stolen amount of power. So a little bit extra in the early game, a little bit less in the late game, but should still even out, especially if you're playing an aggressive duo lane that's going to help this Revenant do his best here.
Yeah, so get those early game kills.
Yes, get aggressive, folks. I want to see some fights. Yeah. I want to see you guys go for it. Take those 1v1s. Only other change here to talk about is with Obliterate, which is his primary ability. Getting some extra power scaling, so it's going to feel even better in the late game. This ability usually falls off pretty hard towards that. So extra physical power scaling, extra magical power scaling, and additional hit damage. This is every hit that you get hit past after the first one is also going to be going up as well. So definitely gonna feel pretty nice for scaling Revenant. I definitely would say Spectral Bounty is looking pretty interesting after this patch, and I'm excited to see people get aggressive with it. I love these dueling augments. It's so much fun.
It's so fun. A good Revenant is very scary. I don't like going up against a good Revenant, especially as an ADC main who can't aim. He's another character that I will never be able to play, because I just, on the important shot, my hand's going to go, oh no, I have to hit it, and then I won't. So it is what it is.
Indeed.
All right, and there's tons more changes in here, okay? So if you have not gone and read the patch notes, please make sure to do that leading up into next Tuesday's patch. As you can see down below here, it's going to be released on the 23rd of September. So make sure you're there, you're read up, so that you can jump in to the action without, missing a beat. So we've got a couple of item things to talk about. Did I?
No, I think the first one is Psionic Echo. Let's talk about that one really quick. Yeah, so Psionic Echo is getting quite a decent change here, which is taking away rather the physical penetration, but giving it more into the specialization of physical power, ability haste, and lifesteal. So you're actually getting a bit of attack speed from the duplicity effect, which is really good for those characters that don't actually start with a lot of attack speed. So that extra attack's going to feel real nice. And as you can see here, the cost is also going up because the power's going up. No pen, more ability haste, more lifesteal, and also getting a little bit less attack speed in terms of duplicity. But that also comes with the recipe change as well. So overall, going to be feeling very solid on those who, don't necessarily need the pen, are playing a little bit more for that consistent proc of it. So yeah, essentially we're going to be doing this big shift to it in order to kind of move where it goes in terms of who actually is picking this up and who benefits the most from it.
Definitely play around with this one, because that change, especially adding that ability haste, 5 more ability haste on top of that, it's going to feel really nice. And you're going to be throwing some abilities out. So definitely try this around. As you can actually see here in the notes here, it says, Ure, Boris, Fengmao, Kalari should still consider picking this one up. It's not going to have as much pen on it, but should still definitely consider picking it up because you're going to be hitting those abilities a little bit more often. And it's going to feel really nice, especially like throwing those daggers out as a Kalari. I will never play Kalari once again. Bad aim. Bad aim.
Oh, goodness.
But I think this is another one we wanted to talk about, Lermy.
Yes, let's talk about Overlord as well, because this is getting additional max health scaling on the primary target, and this damage is still affected by on-hit modifiers, so it's gonna feel real nice for characters like Chimera and Greystone, characters that want to be a little tanky while still having a solid amount of that basic attack focus. So anyone who's got the max health damage that they want to start putting on other people, able to apply that a lot with a cleave, it's gonna feel real nice.
Ooh, a Chimera hitting you with this? Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Youchie. It's gonna be fun though. It's gonna be really fun. All right. Did we have more?
No, I think that's kind of the upper level of exciting changes from this patch. But of course, there's so much more that we didn't get a chance to talk about today, and you're going to want to go read those notes for yourself as well, because there's a lot of great commentary in there from our balance team, making sure that they give you a lot of exciting and new things to try and theorycraft about. So be sure to check those out fully. And of course, if you have any questions or feedback, make sure you drop them in all the relevant channels, whether that be anywhere across the multiverse of platforms that we're on. Take a gander, drop some feedback, and I'm sure we'll find it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, for the most part, that's going to be it for the patch notes and everything. We got some other stuff to talk about, just a little bit. But yeah, Lermy, actually, you said something. Read those little blurbs from the game design team. Read them, because I'm not gonna lie, I've gone through and read those and learned stuff about how to play the game or mindsets of the game and everything, and these balance changes, and they're really cool. It actually helps you learn the game a little bit more. So definitely read those blurbs, because the design team, they're crushing it out there. They're doing their thing, and they're even giving us some extra tips and tricks on on the game as well.
Big shout outs to the balance team for really putting together some quality notes. And like Choice is saying, I really just love the way that these are written, because a lot of them come with little tips and tricks of characters to try these on, or ways to consider playing the characters that get changes. So it's really incredibly helpful to be reading these. So make sure you take a look. And yeah, lots of cool stuff in terms of balance coming in this patch. And then after this patch in a couple of weeks, we got another banger coming with 1.9, but not there yet. Eventually, soon, chat. We're gonna get there.
Soon TM. I know you're working on the hero for 1.9.
It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a great one.
It's gonna be a really good one.
I'm so excited.
I'm very excited. The animations are chef's kiss. So
they definitely are coming along real nice, and yeah, I can't wait to talk about it.
But not on this one.
Not on this one. I know.
Joyce,
you trying to get me to leak something? What's going on here?
No, not at all. I would never. Choice would never leak. Okay, that Choice Plays guy, he would never leak anything about the new hero. Anyways, hey, Gregarious, no, I will not be leaking on this one. Okay, no, Nori. No leaks. No, Crazy Fool, no leaks. No. The new hero is a hero you can play. There you go. There's your leak. That's close enough. Well, we're going to go back to 1.8.3 patch, not the 1.9, even though there's so many cool things that we want to talk about in 1.9. There's still some pretty cool stuff here in 1.8. So we released the 1.8 patch a little bit less than 3 weeks ago. So we hope that you guys have been having a blast with how we're changing the game up a little bit. And we wanted to bring up a little bit that, there's drops out there in the Twitch category. So if you're watching on Twitch, make sure you are earning those drops, because those are going to go bye-bye. But there's some cool stuff, like the Chimera Clown skin. We are coming up on October. That's
true.
That's kind of crazy to me, actually, that we're coming up on October. It's coming up.
Where's the year gone?
I don't.
Where's it gone?
I don't know. It's whatever it is, it's gone. So, and I kind of hate it, but that also means we're coming up on spooky season. So very exciting stuff about that. So make sure that you are watching here on the Twitch category to get those Twitch drops, all your loot cores and everything. You will notice in the bottom of the patch notes, there is a little bit of a change coming to the loot cores in 1.9, not this one coming up here. In 1.9, there's a little bit of a change. We are tweaking a little bit about how, like the percentages on what you can earn and stuff like that. So make sure that you are getting those loot cores. And if you want, open them. Definitely open them right now, because we are changing a little bit about how often you earn like legendary skins and stuff like that. So make sure you are opening up those cores and getting as many chances to get a legendary skin and stuff like that. And then from there, Lermy, did you have anything else?
No, I think we've covered most of everything that we have to say. You know, things have been getting really interesting in Predecessor recently, and I hope that you guys have been enjoying it so much. Of course, continue to keep giving us feedback, because that's the way that we're going to be able to make a better game for everybody out there in the community. And really, the best thing to do is to just send us all of your thoughts. You know, we want to make a really fun game for folks, and if you like something, if you don't like something, both of those are very valid feedback. All we ask, you know, keep it civil. We want to make an amazing game for you guys, and you know, all of us are players too. So we're working together here, and that's really important to all of us, is that we can create a really exciting, fun experience for folks to keep coming back and play more, because all of us want to play more too.
Yeah, definitely. All right, last little bit of info, some tidbits. Tomorrow is PCC North America. Please check it out. We're going to be streaming live here on the Predecessor Game channel to Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. Super fun. So make sure you guys are hanging out for that. That's more opportunities, more chances to get some loot cores, some more chances to get those Twitch drops as well if you're watching on Twitch. So make sure you tune in for some awesome competitive action from North America. We've got over 30 teams. They're going to be fighting for their chance to get into that top four, that finals weekend in early October. So it's going to be really exciting. So make sure that you are tuning in. Lermy, have you been able to like catch any of the competitive stuff going on? Nice.
I definitely have. It's been teaching me quite a lot about how I need to be playing the game, because there's some crazy things that those guys do and they come up with, and it's very exciting to see how I could be improving my own gameplay watching them. And of course, there's also just the hype plays as well. I love listening to the casters pop off and have some exciting moments. Bring the hype overall. I don't know. I love esports. I really enjoyed, especially when we got to go and see a lot of the esports in person.
So good.
Relatively recently, a couple weeks ago. That was awesome. So hopefully more of that in the future. And these are the kinds of people that you want to be watching in case, you know, we ever end up doing more of these esports events. That's where the talent's going to be. And really, that's the basis. And remember, if you like those guys, if you like esports, buy the Victorious Bundle, because it's going to support them and all of those efforts directly. So again, check out that bundle. If you like esports, if you like what we're doing here, support it.
Absolutely support it. The players are amazing. The team's amazing. You love to see it. Well, that's going to be it for the patch notes. We've got a little bit of a surprise here at the end of the stream. We have our Creator Cup coming up next weekend. Not this weekend, but next weekend. Tomorrow is PCC, so again, check that out. But the Creator Cup is going to be coming up next weekend, and we get to see another slew of teams from the Predecessor Creator Guild go head-to-head in a nice little double elimination bracket, and we're going to see which creator team comes out on top. But after a short little break, we're going to bring on most of the captains for this, and they're going to be picking their teams live here on the channel, so definitely don't go anywhere, okay? Because we're going to be picking those live here on the channel. But again, thank you, Lermy, so much for hanging out with me, for being the big brain that you are, massive brain, helping us go
As
through
they say.
yes, helping us go through the patch notes and digesting those just a little bit. But once again, thank you, appreciate you. Any last words for the chat?
Thank you guys, very much appreciated, and thank you for of course just always enjoying the game. Hopefully you guys love this patch too, and the next ones, and so on and so forth, because we're still cooking, ladies and gentlemen. We've got so much more to bring to you over the next couple of weeks, months, and just stay excited. We got some more stuff soon.
Stay excited. We are excited. Okay, don't go anywhere. We're going to go to a quick little break while we get the team captains into the show. Don't go anywhere. We're going to have the Creator Cup #3 draft right after this. See you in a sec. is up, everybody? Welcome back. We have a beautiful cast of amazing captains here. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Kaz, Ogier, Mad Dog, Kev. How you guys doing today? Kaz first, actually.
Ooh, hey, he said me first.
Yeah.
He said me first. Easy, Kev. Easy.
I got it directed a little bit. There's a lot of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too bad you gotta get it. Well, I'm doing pretty gosh darn good choice.
I love the sound of that. All right, Ogier, how are you feeling? Ooh. Let's go. Love to hear it. Mad Dog, how you feeling? Beautiful. And then Kev, how you feeling, brother? This is going to be awesome. So we are missing one of our captains, Lance Cecil. He's not able to make it. So we are going to be, I'm actually technically going to be picking for him. So sorry, chat, don't get mad at me, okay? He sent me his list of people that he wants me to pick, and I'll pick from the list. But from there, we're going to go through it. As you can see over here, we have a bunch of as here. Basically, what's going to happen is we're going to be picking in a snake draft format. So Kaz is going to pick first. That's going to be Ogier, Mad Dog, Lance, then Kev. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go back around. So Kev's going to pick Mad Dog, Ogier, Cosmic. So I'm going to make sure that everybody knows what's going on from here on out. Okay. But let me just make sure. I see some people saying that there's some mic issues, but you know what? We're gonna fix it as we go. Okay, so what's going to happen here is, hold on, just double checking some stuff. I'm hearing some people. Cosmic, give me a quick little. Just talk to me, my man. Just talk to me really quick.
Choice, you have to get out of bronze. It's kind of crazy how much you're so connected to the game, but you are stuck in bronze. I need you to get it going, buddy.
Okay, that's crazy. That's absolutely insane. But I will drop it this time. All right, Ogier, just give me a quick little thing.
I believe in you. Nothing else. We're growing, right? Don't be fighting people who don't know what they're doing. So you can always beat them to get to the top.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. I am hearing an echo of myself, but that's totally fine. We're gonna figure it out. Okay, Mad Dog, how are you feeling?
Branching off of what Kaz said, man, it's a slow grind. It's a slow grind to get up to the top, and you gotta work. You gotta get in the kitchen and work it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta get in the kitchen, and just to let you know, I am in silver now. Okay.
Oh.
I'm in silver now.
Moving up, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, and then Kev, give me a little bit. I need to hear some stuff from you as well.
The grind is slow, but if you learn it the right way, you will climb. Just never give up.
Okay.
Always learn from the best.
Yes, sir. Okay. I am getting a little bit of echo from you, Mad Dog. I don't know what it is. I don't know if you've got us coming out of headphones or speakers. We're hearing you quite a bit at the moment.
But now.
Check. Yeah, still hearing it.
But all good.
Do you have a way to mute your mic when you're not on?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Perfect. So we'll do that. If you can just mute your mic. Perfect. All right, let's go. Okay, here we go. So what we're going to do, Kaz, you are going to be our first pick of the day. All right, my man.
Okay.
Tell me, who is your first pick?
Well, I'm really trying to win this for Kari. So I gotta go with my best foot forward. I'm picking up Simba.
Okay, Simba. First pick.
Yep.
first pick of the thing. I love it. Yeah, I saw that. Very loud, but all good, all good. All right, Ogier, if I can get your first pick. First pick is Bearbach. I love it. Hold on. I see what's going on here. Cause, can you give me just a quick little test, mic test?
Mic test, mic test. Hello, hello, hello.
All right, do it one more time.
Hello, hello, hello. If I need to, I'll turn myself down on my end. That can help you out.
No, I got you.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, and then... All right, perfect. Now, we've got Simba and Bearbach. Mad Dog, go ahead and unmute and tell me who your first pick is. Lasso. Okay. He's picking Lasso. Nice. All right. We got vibes. Okay. Now I have to pick for Lance. Lance has given me his list. His first pick is going to be Crazy Fool. Crazy Fool on Hat Factory. Beautiful. All right, Kev. Give us your first pick, my man. Me and Duty used to be enemies, so now you're going to first pick El Dudikoff for Team Z Fighters. I love it. All right. I don't know what's going on with audio at the moment, but let me just check here again really quick. Just want to make sure. Host 5. Make sure you are unmuted in vMix, Kev, if you could.
Oh, I was muted the whole time?
There we go.
No way, dude. I was muted the whole time. That sucks. Oh my
Typical
god.
Goku lover.
Typical
Okay.
Goku lover.
Can I say my pick real quick again so Duty can hear me maybe?
Yeah. Say it again.
Okay. Hello. Me and Duty used to be enemies back in the day, but now we will join forces. Get over here, Duty Cop, to the Z Fighters, baby.
Let's go. All right, El Dudikoff on Z Fighters. All right, we're doing the thing, okay? We're doing the thing. All right, now, Kev, you get your second pick.
Oh, back to back?
Yeah?
Oh, okay. I want to get Sock Cat.
Ooh.
Let me get the ultimate duo.
Okay. Beautiful pick, Sockap and El Dudikoff for Z Fighters. So we are snaking back towards Mad Dog. Mad Dog, give me your next one. All right, make sure that you are unmuted in vMix. Just to double check. You're unmuted? Okay. All right. All good. How we feeling? Okay. All right. You picked King Ninja, right? Beautiful. All right,
Interesting.
King Ninja
Interesting.
has been stolen away from
My
Cosmic.
boy.
Yeah, he was definitely on my board, but you stole my man. Okay.
You know what I did is I
Wait, Ninja goes to Lance?
That's crazy.
No. So Ninja's going to be on the Mad Gamers, and Wangle's pick, or Lance's pick, is going to be Wangle. There it is. Just making sure. just sorry about that. Sorry.
Oh,
Lance,
he's trying to
don't yell at
assemble
me.
the PCC squad over here.
He
Oh,
really
heck
is.
no.
He really is. He's being kind of mean about it. All right, Ogier, we are up to your pick. Love it. Okay, Wildleaner, perfect. All right, I'm not getting your microphone audio. Can you make sure you are unmuted in vMix and make sure your correct microphone is chosen? 2, 3. Should be here. I am not. Still no. And it's the correct microphone and everything. No worries. As you figure that out, Kaz, I need your second pick, my man.
Well, unfortunately, I have to take a play out of Kev's book and pick a mortal enemy of mine. He's actually eliminated me from a couple of past Creative Guild Cups. So I'm picking up Grizzly.
Grizzly, he did.
Yo.
He did eliminate your team, and that was terrible of him. I can't believe you, Grizzly. Why would you do that? But now you're on Kaz's team. Event Horizon to the moon. Let's go. Let's go. All right, beautiful. Once we, actually we are snaking. So Kaz, you get another pick.
Oh,
well, I would hope so. Choice, I get 2 picks. In the second pick, I'm going to get one of my TikTok day ones. I'm picking up Ranchero.
Oh, my man, Rancherito picked. Beautiful. All right, Ogier, it is your pick. Empress, beautiful. We got the vibes team. We got the vibes team. You know what? Empress is actually kind of mean to me, so.
Ooh,
I'm just kidding,
really?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Love you, Empress. All right, perfect. We're going to move on to Mad Dog. Mad Dog, give us your next pick. Nori. You guys,
no, my pick.
You guys are picking real good here. You guys are picking real good.
That was my next pick. You stole her.
Oh man. Okay. This is Lance's pick now. All right, let's see. Oh, that one's taken. That one's taken. That one's taken. Okay. His next pick is going to be Neo. Neo for the Hat Factory. Where are you, Neo? Neo's in here. There it is. All right. It'll show up on the screen here in just a second. All right, Kev, you get 2 picks now, my man. 2 picks.
Oh, snap. Let's see. This is hard. Let me get Windu the Mace.
Windu the Mace. Okay.
Yeah. And then I get one more, right? Let me
Yes,
see.
sir.
This is tough. Let me go ahead and get Mr. Thunder.
Ooh, Thunderburger.
Yeah, that boy Thunder.
On the Z Fighters.
The
okay.
man, the myth, the legend. Yes, Sirski.
You love it. You love to see it. Oh, okay. Let's see. All of the picks that he sent me have been taken. So, who am I gonna do? He's got like a jungler. He's got. He wants me. I don't know what.
Don't throw choice.
I don't want to throw. I don't want to throw. But you know what? I think JC Wolf will be a good pick here. Perfect. JC Wolf on Hat Factory. Now, Mad Dog, the Mad Gamers. Who's their 4th pick?
The bearded wolf.
Okay. Wolverine up in there. Let's go. All right, we have 2 more picks left. Don't mind the last line. Don't mind that one. Excuse me. You're up.
Yeah, we're gonna pick up Mud.
Ooh. Okay. Beautiful. Mud has been chosen. And then we got our final pick with Cosmic.
I'm gonna pick a a member from last time. I'm gonna pick up Buffalo.
Yeah, let's go. Okay. TikTok crew, rise up. Let's go. Big, big, big.
You already know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I already know. Now, that is actually going to be it for the picks on these teams. I know that there's another line at the bottom here. These are going to be some subs for all of the teams. If you did not get picked and you were a creator who signed up, don't worry. There's still definitely chances for you to play. Just in case something happens, we definitely need all that sub action from you guys. But yeah, that's going to be it. I want to talk to you guys really quick. Kaz, how are you feeling about your team? You've got Simba, Grizzly, Rancherito, and Mr. Buffalo, including yourself. How are you feeling?
Well, I feel really confident in this team more than ever, really. I think from top to bottom, we have everything down solid. We have leadership with Simba, Grizzly, and me. Really, we're going to be on those objectives like really hard. And I just feel bad for the rest of you guys.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be tough for everybody.
Yes, you, Kev. I'm getting my lick back, bro. All those off-lane games we played, man.
Hey,
this is it.
I'm the new captain here. All right, we're the new guys. Take it easy.
Beautiful. Ogier, how are you feeling about your team? You got Bearbach, Wild Leader, Empress, Mud, and yourself. How are you feeling? Yeah, no bullying, no bullying. Perfect. Mad Dog, once again, how are you feeling?
Their hardest, like not on top. Run for the money out here, man.
Giving them a run for their money, 100%. It's going to be sick. Lance says, yippee. I'm speaking for him. And then Kev, give us your final thoughts on your team.
So yeah, the Z Fighters were coming to give everybody a run for the Creator Cup. All right, we did win it one time with SGW on the first one ever, and you know I'm gonna make sure that I bring one to Duty because you know Duty deserves a cup, and I got you, Manzo. I got you.
Does he deserve a cup, though? I don't know.
No. Well, not at least with you.
Whoa.
Hey,
Shots fired.
All right,
Shots
hey, you're my rival,
fired.
Cosmic. You're my rival, all right?
Yeah, you're Goku and Vegeta.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, everybody. Well, there are your content creator teams. We still have a couple of other creators that signed up as well. They're going to be sticking around for to be subs as well. But thank you guys so much for hopping on the stream with me. I'm sorry for some of the audio issues. I don't know what's going on. I think I don't know. It is what it is. You know what? It is what it is. We got your teams in here. We got you guys on here on the stream. So happy about that. I want to get you guys on the stream a little bit more often. So that's really cool. I can't wait to see you guys and what you're able to do next weekend. But that's actually going to be it for us. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you two for the captains. Thank you to the captains for being on here, and we will see you in the next one. See you later, everybody. Peace.
Bye, everyone.